For some people, weight loss comes easy. For me, it was always going like that all the time until I realized why we regain weight. Because it's not willpower, it's evolution. So about 20 years ago, I created a water fasting system for losing weight and keeping it off, which just follows what nature and time already do. And it was year 2005, January 3rd, Monday, after heavy celebrations, when I looked again into the mirror and got that, look that you get from your reflection. I wasn't dead. We were only trying to conceive, but I already had that bud, which despite all my efforts was coming back again and again, each time slightly more mature. Genetic predisposition to diabetes and a stressful job with unlimited amount of snacks is not a very healthy combination. But that's exactly where I found myself after moving to the States a few years prior. It was never a problem in the place I came from originally, because there you cannot be poor and overweight at the same time. But evolution is running upside down here, where the wealthy people are skinny. Have you noticed? So I've tried a few diets: South Beach, Zone, Atkins. Remember those? But nothing would stick. And I almost want to say that an ancient monk I met on a trip handed me the same but it was much more simple. An old friend recommended me a book by Yuri Nikolaev, one of the first guys to implement water fasting in the clinical setting. And because I've always been into biology and research, I took the bait. And, I was so impressed by that book that I decided to give water fasting a try the very same week. And I did. And it was freaking hard, freaking brutal. The hardest thing probably ever tried. I couldn't move. I had the constant headache, and my wife was jumping around me asking if I need 911. But I survived. I lost a lot of weight, and within a few weeks regained all pounds back with some vengeance.
Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity?
The story could have ended right then and there, but I was planning to become a dad, and to be a good one, you must lead by example. And failing to manage my own body is not the example I liked. So I had to pause a little and reevaluate the strategy, because something clearly wasn't working, which made no sense. Throughout evolution, humans were fasting almost every single year because you just run out of food every spring. And then it hit me. Like, what I was doing was food, no food, and then rocket jump back to food and overshooting and gaining everything back. But what happens in nature is different. It's food, then rationing, and you switch fuel systems along the way and adapt to fats. And then you fast on body reserves, and then slow and gradual refeed with a new harvest. So that's exactly what I've tried in my next fasting session, and wow, It became so much easier, almost like in a gym. You warm up, you exercise, you cool down and recover. But we can make it even better. Remember Atkins? It is basically a keto diet. So if we mix it in, it makes fat adaptation so much quicker, and on the way out, it suppresses hunger and that stupid rebound. So when I combined and applied this new system, I realized that life is good. Life is good. I wasn't dying anymore. I was working, I was walking, I was practicing mindfulness. You get into that beautiful, clear state. When I'm fasting, I was re-examining my environment and eating habits, which is absolutely crucial. And since then, I'm at my target weight most of the time. And if I start to drift off the wagon, which happens now and then around holidays, I just do another easy fast to remind my head that food is actually optional. Last year, my son went to college and left the house, but I decided to continue with this lead by example thing. And so here we are. I call this system Fast Forward. It's a crossbreed between nature and science, and you're very welcome to download the fast guide below. And if you're not into reading, also not a problem. I'm already in the process of uploading every single nuance, mental trick, and know-how to this channel, including blood tests and DEXA scans I did through the years, so you don't have to. But if you are into reading and like the structured approach with guides, tracks, shopping lists, and recipes, it's also available. Think of this option as taking me to a dinner, a keto dinner, before you fast, and picking my brain for every mistake, tip, and detail I've collected from and through the history. Or let's dive into these mistakes right away. Right now, that's what most fasting beginners do. That's what I did, at least 4 out of them. So let's fix them. Fats backward, fast forward, and let's do it together. Cheers.